Hello, Princess, from Islands of Adventure. It is late in the afternoon, and my intent was to go to Universal Studios to try some of the themed treats, Halloween-themed treats, that are available during the day, not at Halloween Horror Nights. But the park closes at 5 today, so I missed it. That's why I'm here. Either way, it is dinner time, so I'm going to go and find what I can here at Islands of Adventure. I do have a plan, by the way. I have a backup plan, I should say. And that's totally okay because I wanted to do this anyway. All right, so let's head into the park, see what's going on, find some great food, and most importantly, let's go, Brandon. A trip to Universal is not complete without a ride on the Cat in the Hat. Who says Universal doesn't have classics?
And then something went wrong.
Oh, so Dave, pick a pocket. I always pick up my playthings, so I will show you another good trick that I know.
Always enjoy Cat in the Hat. All right, Princess. So, here's the thing. This is something that I've noticed, something that you definitely will notice. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of a preview, and that's that the leftist mind is really only capable of one step of reasoning, one step in logic, and almost always the consideration of only one fact or piece of information, or, well, you know what, whatever it is, because we use, or they use, the term fact quite loosely. Either way, this is why they tend to make either laughably absurd leaps to conclusions, or everything has the exact same causes. This is why everything to them is race-based, or they can't differentiate between legal and illegal immigration. Yeah, so, you know, just watch out. You will see it too. It is super obvious. You just have to talk to a few of them. Hagrid's is only 30 minutes, not even probably, and it's on the way, so let's try. Last time didn't go so well. I'm actually in the single rider line, never been over here before. Don't know what that means for wait times, but I thought, let's give it a whirl. I was talking to a friend the other day about walk-on queues and talking about long walk-on queues, and I think Hagrid's and Forbidden Journey right there have the two longest walk-on queues in the area. There is really no way to just walk on. You've got to make the whole darn thing. It takes longer anyway than the ride sometimes. Well, this is fun. Get to descend down through some rock work, another secret path, but then back up some stairs. Okay, this is a rather interesting route, and this is where we land, pretty close. As always, apparently, recently, I broke Hagrid's again. Yes, I left the queue because he broke down again. Either way, will not deter me off to dinner, but let's just continue. So, this also leads to their frustrating intractability, or dare I say, intolerance. To them, they've gone through this intense deliberative process to arrive at a deeply considered position. So no matter how dumb their conclusion is, or how many other factors they refuse or can't recognize, they're convinced they're right. And consequently, or on the opposite pole, I guess, it's quite amusing. They mistake our constant re-evaluation of situations as new information and data come in for confusion or stupidity, because they've already made the conclusion, yet we seem to always be considering it, which we always should be. Remember, always question everything, always. From Burger Digs, and after far too long, this is the Casado Burger. It is a Costa Rican-inspired Black Angus patty with sweet plantains, avocado pork belly, garlic mayonnaise on a raptor scorch, brioche bun served with fries, but I did pay the $1.50 upcharge for onion rings. And to go with it, this is the Isla Nublar IPA. I have had it before, so yeah, if you remember it from a few months ago when I almost rode Velocicoaster. The Casado Burger from Burger Digs was fantastic. And for Universal Quick Service, it was amazingly good. No, it was just a good burger. It was a little bit different. It was a Costa Rican-inspired burger, so it was, I guess, what some people would call a bit gamey, but absolutely made the dish. And I was very, very surprised by the onion rings, which were spectacular. I mean, I can't say that they were anything special. Probably not homemade, maybe even, like, you know, purchased from a vendor, but oh my god, were they good. So yeah, the combination between the two was fantastic. Oh, I cannot believe I waited this long. I will definitely be back. Now that I've been thinking about it, yes, this clearly jumps to the top of the list for best quick service here at Islands of Adventure. So yes, I highly recommend it. And here's the thing. If you are a picky eater and want to maybe push the envelope a bit, this would be a good choice. It's not so far out of the mainstream that it's anything scary, but it's a good thing to like maybe expand a little bit on your palate. So, wow, that was so good. All right, I'm gonna go get dessert. I feel some raindrops, but that should not be a problem. I'm gonna head back to Seuss Landing and get something I was trying to get last time, but I think they were out of, no, they weren't out of it. The line was really long, and there was only one team member at, you know, working the booth, so it didn't want to wait, but it looks like it's better now. All right, let's go get some dessert. It is a bit late in the evening, but all of our fish friends are out to say hello. Sadly, the best example of this is their long-term and very intense focus. Yes, that makes them the Isophobes. It's because it's what's right in front of them. I mean, being visual creatures, humans, like an appearance, any appearance, you know, immediately takes up space in the brain. And with their limited capacity, they latch on to the most obvious characteristics of anybody and then make the one leap to a conclusion. That's it, really. And however, I must point out that, yeah, it's not just appearance. They also fixate on symbols, but they still make that one leap to the most absurd conclusion. Oh boy, I hope it's not heading our way. All right, Universal, when a sign says closes at 8 p.m., we expect 8 p.m. Unfortunately, I am here at Hop on Pop, and it is only 7 o'clock, and they are closed. Arrgh! Ding dang. All right, that throws a comically large wrench into my plans because I do not have any other options for dessert. I suppose I could go over to City Walk and find something there, but right now I'm just gonna keep walking back around and see what comes up. Although if Hop and Pop is closed, I suspect all the other kiosks are closed as well. I will, but the odds of Chill Ice Cream being open, yeah. And the verdict is nope. This is a Brookie from one of the candy shops over in Seuss Landing. The Brookie is not a new or novel treat. However, it has been on the list for quite some time. So, being a backup plan to a backup plan, no, being a backup plan in a backup plan, which is what the Casado Burger was, I felt it was the most appropriate dessert option. So, I do not know if I will eat it now. I probably will. Would be better hot, but you know what? I will sacrifice. Because I'm still hungry and I want dessert. The Brookie was fantastic. It was moist and chewy and very fresh, despite being the end of the day. So either it was made recently or they've got some amazing chemistry going on in there to make it stay fresh and delicious all this time. Definitely recommend, yes, would have been better warm, and it would have been much better with ice cream, but it is sold on its own, so that's how I tried it, and it was still delicious. All right, so compare these people to us crazy right-wingers for whom thinking through lots of scenarios is pretty much effortless. At least for me it is, of course. So much so, I don't think a lot of my combrainiates... Does that work? Too much? No, I don't think so. Anyway, so much so that I don't think we realize it. And this is why, actually, we can, and you will, be able to predict the outcome of all of their daft schemes because, you know what, through intuition, life experience, and just understanding humanity, we know what people will do. Now, these days, it is very common, there's so many reports, you have all these people now regretting their votes for Joe Biden. Well, guess what? We are not surprised. We expected this to happen. All of this, well, this entire shitstorm that's going on, yeah, we saw it coming. I turned the corner and thought that was Donald Duck. And that's my delicious dinner trip to Islands of Adventure. Yeah, I know, something you probably never expected to hear about Islands of Adventure, but wow, that Casado Burger either way, was fantastic, and that Brookie was amazing. Definitely worth trying both of them, and something I would make an effort to come back. That burger, my favorite quick service item here at the park. Definitely. All right, I am headed out. I am a bit tired. Got to get up early for work things. But, well, you know, while I was unable to ride Hagrid's again, I think I am an unlucky charm. There's probably a name for that in the Wizarding world. Maybe I'll find it out. I do have to continuously remind myself that, and remind you, by the way, that we are privileged enough still to survive the Joe Biden occupation. So I can be thankful for my problems.